Now listen, okay? I know that I'm a petty bitch, but I'm a confident petty bitch. And I personally love looking at replays just to learn what I can do better, right? But I specifically want to see what this Sombra, not me, right? This is my DPS on my team from a comp match I played a bit ago. And they were so mad about us losing that they dropped the N-word, blaming everybody but themselves. Okay? It was everyone else's fault that we lost this game. So clearly, I just need to look from their perspective and see the amazingness that they did on like what I should have done better to help them. So first things first, they run out of invis in the middle, out in the open. And look at that, we're now doing long range Sombra. Clearly, that's my fault. You know, I should have been able to heal them, you know, from the other side of the map as Juno. Clearly, it's all my fault. Alright, we have some more long range Sombra. And again, and you know what? See, it's clearly my fault. Because I'm right there. I should have been able to heal them faster than that Ashe did. Right? So we're what? We're a minute and 30 seconds in, and they've already died twice. So clearly, I'm just not a good enough support because I've allowed them to die twice in a minute and 30 seconds, right? There I go. I die. My duo dies, so they no longer have supports. Our friend dies. It's only our queen on point. They miss the hack on Winston, but that's okay, right? Like, clearly they are the best DPS in the world, and it's our fault that we lost the game, not theirs. I don't know how much damage they've done at this point. But I can tell you that they did not have more than, like, 660 damage until they swapped. Now, who do you think you'd swap to if you're playing Sombra? Well, clearly, the smartest thing to swap to is the super easy character to play, Genji. Right? So again, they're just tickling their Mercy, tickling their Genji, who is pocketed by the Mercy. They have not gotten a kill yet. They have died to the Ashe for a third time. They've died to the Ashe for a third time. This is where they swap to Genji, right? And I'm like, I can't keep up with this heal overload. Because the Winton's, you know, fucking up my other support, so I'm just gonna try and overheal as Mercy. Oh, see, that was my fault. I was too busy healing our Bastion, who was low health. I should have been pocketing this Genji, clearly. So here I am, so meekly, so mercifully, I res them. And I think, hey, well, I've res them, and we're trying to move forward. They're clearly gonna help us, right? They see there is our Bastion fighting a Mercy. But instead they turn around to try and 1v1 the Genji. So here I am, I'm healing them. I'm damage boosting. I swap over to our Ana instead, because our Genji wasn't getting shots. Right? But that's my fault. I should have known better. I should have kept my blue beam on this Genji. Right? That's my bad, guys. So now we're moving in. He's going into a 1v4. We're healing him. He gets trampled by the Genji that's taking out our backline. Yeah. Yeah, we are... What is that? 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in. And they have not gotten a single kill. So unfortunately, our tank does die there because, you know, we all died. So we were not there to support our tank. And, you know, he decides to stand here. And just come back. Because, you know, there's no point in trying to get to point at that point, I guess. Goddamn, I just said point 3 times. That's kind of nuts. But clearly, you know, that was my fault. That was mine and my duo's fault. We were both supports. So, you know, it's always the support's fault. Let's see, right? Let's see what we do here. Because, I mean, since our DPS went, you know, did so good there, I'm sure that there is no way that they do horrible on this second half, right? Impossible. We know 100% that they just did the absolute best this second half. And you see, I'm on Mercy, you know, I'm Sunshine. My duo, he's Moonlight, he's on Ana, because we're trying to overclock some healing here. Because clearly we're just not healing enough, right? You know, this is around the time where our tank starts telling him, like, bro, Genji, what you doing? And this is specifically where he starts screaming the N-word at us. You know? That's fun. I'm not going to include that for obvious reasons, aside from not wanting to get banned. And, you know, it was a white boy screaming it, and we all know it was a white boy. I will say, our queen telling the whole chat that this little white boy is trying to think he's so cool was very funny. So he brings in a tank and a DPS to our other DPS. You know, technically, not the worst thing you could do. Could be helpful sometimes. He sees that someone's there shooting at Ana, and instead, he's gonna come try to 1v1 this Kiri. So we're watching as they dash and don't kill the Kiri, and then give up on trying to kill the Kiri. And now they're shooting the wall? And is it? Yep, this is their very first kill of the match. 7 minutes into the match, our Genji finally got a kill. Now they're being chased because it's a 1v5 since they decided to stay in the back instead of, you know, helping anybody. They get onto point, they get off, they die to the Winston, and that is game match. Wow! Can you believe that this is plat 5 to plat 1? I sure can, because, you know, that's what happens when you play drives. Yay!